effortlessly being swept up in the magic of Christmas is a young man's game. It used to be that 2 weeks off school and the promise of a Nintendo cartridge under the tree was all it took to get excited. But as we get older, it falls to us to get ourselves in the mood for the holidays. It's long been part of my December tradition to lose myself in seasonal specials and Christmas cinema.
Christmas is a loving, honest, and charitable time.
It's the crazy notion that the longest, coldest, darkest nights can be the warmest and brightest.
It's kindness and joy and love and all the other intangible.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
And the star atop that decadent routine has long been Tokyo Godfathers. It might seem strange. A movie from a country whose notion of Christmas is so different from our own, taking the #1 spot. Indeed, it wastes little time on presents or carols or familiar Western festivity. Instead, in its focus on togetherness and kindness, in spite of how lonely and cruel the world can be, Tokyo Godfathers understands Christmas in a way I see few festive productions do. It looks past the tinsel and the lights and the commercialism of such a season, and puts family, in all its guises, above everything else. On a cold Christmas Eve, 3 homeless people find a baby in a pile of garbage. Hannah, a trans woman looking to start a family, sees a Christmas miracle. Miyuki, a teenage runaway, sees another child let down by their parents. And Gin, an alcoholic gambler with a heart of gold, sees a nuisance that should be immediately taken to the police. But in that squalling and occasionally smelly bundle, the 3 of them find a part of themselves they thought they'd long left behind. In finding something that needs them so desperately, they realise how much they need each other. Satoshi Kon's Tokyo Godfathers cuts to the heart of the human condition in that unique way only Kon was able to achieve. All of his productions feature a staggeringly keen eye for humanity, in our humble greatness and our most terrible failings, and his Christmas movie might just be the keenest of them all. In the West, we're instilled from a young age with a reverence for the holiday. A holiday, we're taught, that weighs the value of our deeds, and rewards or punishes them appropriately. In a similar manner, the gauntlet of challenges our 3 homeless leads face as they try to reunite an abandoned baby with its mother test not only their resolve, but their innate goodness. As they help a cast of strangers they stumble upon during their journey across Tokyo, they're buoyed by a surge of goodwill, pushed towards their ultimate goal on a wave of favours paid forwards, and reciprocated kindness. Through a mix of selflessness and happy mistakes, our heroes endear themselves to a city eager to repay their debts. In the short 90-minute feature, countless bonds are forged and rekindled alike, and families of all varieties are found, or found again. Kon consistently reminds us that family isn't just who you're related to. For those who have been let down by such bonds, or for those who let them down, family exists in the people we choose to surround ourselves with. Miyuki, Gin, and Hannah might be a bizarre little unit, but the love they share is evident from the first scene to the very last. And that is the truly beautiful motif of Tokyo Godfathers, that everywhere they turn, these 3 outcasts, shunned and hurt by so much of society, find warm pockets in which to exist, full of people as kind and broken as they are. From Hannah's former family of drag queens to the caring wife of a hitman, and the wacky ensemble in between, Tokyo is full of love. As these players weave in and out of the tale, appearing at opportune moments and offering help, or more often than not, healing closure for the emotional scars our heroes are harbouring, the city proves itself to be as kind as it is cruel. There are hauntingly heartbreaking moments, of course, when Kon pulls back the curtain and reveals the fangs of a society that recoils at our leads, or the coldness of a season that can be so difficult for so many. But for every dark and sombre beat, there's one of pure joy just around the corner. It's billed as a tragicomedy for the Christmas season, but there's more than enough warmth to counteract that bitter streak, with an absolutely hilarious wealth of brilliant humour and physical comedy to lighten the mood. The gut-busting script and warm animation work in tandem to infuse character into every stunning frame, and an intricately woven narrative throws surprises and wonderful coincidences at us to make sure we're constantly engaged and almost always smiling. But it's in its bonds of togetherness that Tokyo Godfathers pulls off its greatest trick. Whether it's the family we're stuck with, the family we cling to, or the family we find along the way, Tokyo Godfathers reminds us what's truly important during the coldest and darkest nights of the year. When I started this channel 4 years ago, I made my first video and called Tokyo Godfathers my favourite animated movie of all time. 4 years later, having watched it again as part of my Christmas marathon, in a year that needs as much joy and cheer as we can afford, I've never felt more strongly about its place at the top of the pile. Tokyo Godfathers, for its earnest and honest story of finding each other when we need it the most, of holding tight to the people we cherish, and for reaching out to heal any we might have hurt, is more necessary than ever. As always, thanks for watching. Despite calling Tokyo Godfathers my favourite anime in my debut all those years ago, I gave it a surprisingly short sell. When that video became my first to hit 1 million views a couple of weeks back, I thought it would be a perfect celebration of that milestone to revisit the movie and give it the full-bodied recommendation it deserves. It's a beautifully interwoven story, full of so many wonderful details, that I've put together a spoiler-filled addendum to explore how everything is connected in Satoshi Kon's masterpiece. If you've watched the movie and want to dive even deeper into its brilliant intricacies, make sure to check out that follow-up. Take care, everyone, and no matter how you celebrate or who you spend it with, I wish you all a warm and happy holiday.